Domestic violence criminal cases can have huge consequences. First of all, domestic violence is what's considered a wobbler. What that means is it can be prosecuted as either a felony or a misdemeanor. Either way, a domestic violence conviction will have huge consequences in your lives. In the state of California, domestic violence cases are handled very seriously. You can go to prison for domestic violence. You can also serve serious jail time in county jail, depending on the facts of your case. Along with that, you can be ordered to take domestic violence classes for 52 weeks and also fined by the courts. A common misconception in domestic violence criminal cases is that your case will not be prosecuted or your case will be dropped if your spouse no longer desires prosecution or does not want to cooperate. This is not the case. Your case will be prosecuted by a district attorney, and more times than not, the spouses do not want prosecution after cases have been filed, and the district attorney will still proceed with a criminal case against you. Prosecutors will use photos, phone recordings, text messages, and admissions against you. Other evidence that the prosecutor can use against you in a criminal domestic violence case is text messages. Perhaps you apologize by text message afterwards. Photos, other witnesses, people who heard different things happening, the police statements. All of these things can and will be used against you by the district attorney. Prosecutors will proceed with a domestic violence criminal case where the victim does not want prosecution by using evidence against you. For example, your spouse did call the police and did make a statement, and that statement can be used against you both by the officer who received the statement and can be used against your spouse if she changes her story. There are several factors that would differentiate whether your case is going to be prosecuted as a felony or as a misdemeanor. Oftentimes, that would be the injuries to the victim, and other times it might be the duration of domestic violence that has been suffered by the victim. Also, if you have a history of domestic violence convictions, that can be used against you and the decision that a DA would prosecute this as a felony. Oftentimes, the biggest punishment of a domestic violence conviction is the conviction itself. It becomes public record. It becomes very difficult for you to obtain a job and even sometimes to rent a house or an apartment when you have a domestic violence criminal conviction against you, because people don't want to take the risk of hiring or renting to a violent person. If you've been charged with domestic violence in the criminal courts, give the law offices of Earl Carter and Associates a call. We will fight for you.